Wild Hearts takes place in a fantasy landscape inspired by feudal Japan Azuma. Wild Hearts is a hunting game along the lines of Monster Hunter, and the genre typically puts gameplay first and foremost. The core gameplay loop of Wild Hearts will revolve around hunting the dangerous Kimona and upgrading your equipment to take on ever tougher enemies. Wild Hearts is described as a twist on the hunting genre where ancient tech gives you a fighting chance against giant beasts. This ancient tech is known as the Karakuri, and the reveal trailer gives us a glimpse of how things will work. In the trailer we see the Karakuri being used to construct various traps or pieces of equipment, like a propeller that can be used to jump and glide over a beast. Other examples in the trailer include a giant hammer, some kind of bomb, and a rope caster to tie down enemies. Past that, players will be able to choose from different weapons, and so far we've seen a katana, bow, a sword whip hybrid, and some kind of umbrella weapon. Similar to games like Monster Hunter, Wild Hearts is a third-person action role-playing game. Players take control of a character and explore a wide-open map. The game's main draw is the large monsters that roam the land. Players are tasked with tracking down these monsters and hunting them down. While there is not much news yet regarding what the game offers, the trailer shows quite a bit of gameplay. For starters, players have access to a variety of weapons. The trailer shows the players using a katana, a bow, and what appears to be an umbrella. Each of these weapons has strengths and weaknesses, so players should choose based on their play style. Of course, some weapons may be better for hunting down specific monsters, but that is for the player to discover. While you can play Wild Hearts solo, it'll also support up to 3-player co-op with full cross-play features on all platforms. The thing we don't know right now is how Wild Hearts hub area will work, although Omega Force has confirmed the game uses a zone-based system for its world, like Monster Hunter. Wild Hearts is the new monster hunting game from Koei Tecmo and EA, and it's one of the most exciting games of 2023. Revealed on September 28th, this is the new Monster Hunter game from EA and Koei Tecmo. To be more specific, it's coming from Omega Force, the studio behind the iconic hunting game series Toukiden. With its stunning world design, ghastly-looking beasts, and interesting blend of combat and crafting, Wild Hearts has already become one of our most anticipated upcoming PS5 and Xbox Series next-gen consoles games for 2023. EA has set the Wild Hearts release date for February 17, 2023. Wild Hearts has a surprisingly short lead time from reveal to release, following its first showing on September 28. In an interview with IGN, game director Kotaro Hirata says that this shorter window will mean the less time players would have to wait, and the more interested they would be in playing the game following 4 years of production. The Wild Hearts reveal trailer made its debut on September 28, 2022. The 2-minute video displayed in-game footage captured by developer Omega Force, showcasing the all-new hunting game while teasing some of its unique approaches to crafting and combat. In the Wild Hearts trailer, which you watch above, you'll see giant nature-infused beasts called Kimona, a look at the ancient traps called Karakuri, and a brief glimpse into the fantasy feudal Japan setting of Azuma. You play as a hunter, a visitor to the land of Azuma in the east. A land inspired by feudal Japan, Azuma is home to various Kimona, large beasts that roam the land and fight each other for prey. It is your job as a hunter to take down these Kimona and take back the land from these beasts. The Wild Hearts gameplay experience will be familiar to any of you who have played Capcom's Monster Hunter or Omega Force's Toukiden games in the past. It's a hunting game where you need to carefully scout locations, get yourself geared up for a fight, carefully set traps, and hope you have the stamina to survive against some challenging encounters with fantastic beasts. Koei Tecmo says this new Monster Hunter game will differ from others on the market because of its focus on crafting and building. In Wild Hearts you'll be able to craft karakuri, which are said to be sophisticated mechanisms crafted from a lost, ancient technology. Yosuke Hayashi, the executive vice president of Koei Tecmo, says that the team at Omega Force wants to create a game where crafting was at the core of the experience, redefining what can be possible in a beast hunting game. And you'll see that reflected in the sorts of traps you can craft and set, ranging from platforms that help with vertical traversal, to harpoon cannons that can hold kimono beasts in place, to timed explosives, and so much more. While you can choose to play Wild Hearts in single player, the game has been built around 3-player co-op, with you and 2 friends gearing up, scouting locations, and getting into challenging battles with some truly awe-inspiring creatures. Koei Tecmo has also confirmed that there will be Wild Hearts crossplay support across all platforms from day one. The Wild Hearts setting has been confirmed as a fantasy landscape inspired by feudal Japan. The world is called Azuma, and it looks absolutely stunning in everything that we've seen of it so far. In Wild Hearts, we find Azuma under siege by the once peaceful Kimono. They're the giant nature-infused beasts you may have seen in the screenshots and trailers. We also know that Wild Hearts won't be an open-world game, but will instead employ a zone-based structure like Omega Force's Toukiden 2 or Capcom's Monster Hunter games. You'll be returning to these sprawling regions time and time again, so we're expecting the developers to pack each zone with plenty of diversity and verticality. The Wild Hearts story will have you exploring Azuma as a lone wolf or in a pack of 3, working to clear the land of nature-infused beasts who are altering the environments beyond recognition. Whether you're going up against dangerous plant-infused squirrels or the screen-engulfing Kingtusk wild boar, Wild Hearts isn't presenting an easy mission. Naturally, you aren't going to play as an ordinary citizen. Koei Tecmo has said that you'll become bearers of a life-sustaining technology and are compelled to restore balance across the region after getting mauled by a winter wolf deathstalker. Listen, I don't know what that is, but I'm already excited to enact my revenge. Wild Hearts is being touted as a new Monster Hunter game from EA, although that isn't the entire story. It's actually in development from Omega Force, which is a part of the wider Koei Tecmo Games group. Omega Force is best known for action hack-and-slash experiences, like the Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage, One Piece, Pirate Warriors series, not to mention Toukiden, The Age of Demons and Toukiden 2. Which is all to say, that Omega Force has good form here. Yosuke Hayashi, the executive vice president of Koei Tecmo, said this of the partnership between Omega Force and the EA Originals division: "It's an honor to be partnering with EA Originals and to have the support of a team with such an incredible track record of releasing groundbreaking new games. The EA team fully embraces our creative independence and have become invaluable partners, offering both development and publishing support. Adding the global resources of EA with our own will help us introduce a new kind of hunting game to a global audience of players and expand our reach into global markets."